Hello, everyone. Welcome to Campaign 3 of Minis and Mayhem, Lost in Leviathan. I'm your hostess and dungeon master, the ever-lovely Joan Klock, joined today by my salty sea dogs. Can I get an R?
Arr!
We'll workshop it. Let's go ahead and go through some quick introductions for everyone. Going around the table, we're going to start with Jarid.
Hi everyone. I'm Jarid Baratel. I'll be playing Dell Cookie Lintin, a Protector Asmar rogue with a little bit of Warlock.
Spicy. Rae, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Rae. I'll be playing Azure Darcassian, a high elf tempest cleric.
Fantastic. Everybody needs a little elf here. So next we have Trevor. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Trevor Terry, and I will be piloting Vincent Windsor, the Northern Star, a 4th level Hunter Conclave Ranger, who is also a variant human. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Also has tons of leather too.
Just a little bit.
Lots of leather. It's important. You got to wear the leather. Gives you a bonus to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Joking aside, go ahead and Chris, introduce yourself as last but not least.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris. May remember me from the past couple seasons. This time I will be playing KO Stoneshade, a barbarian monk, and let's have a good time.
Excellent. We've got a whole bunch of phases, both old and new, returning and joining us for the first time. Super excited to see you all here. Thank you, too, for coming back from Pantheon City and from Prismatic Horizons. Both of those are available on YouTube if y'all want to see them. And we're introducing Rae, our producer, who is joining us as a player for the very first time. Super excited. So why don't we go ahead and get right into the action. Our story begins in the Skyfall Archipelago, a collection of islands south of the mainland that perhaps 20 years ago was of no interest until local pearl divers went a little deeper than usual and came back up with a Magitech device from a lost civilization. It was a gold rush. Salvaging teams came together to dive for lost technology, pulling it up from the ocean's depths. Economy built as the salvage teams had need for goods and materials and goods. Seas where we find one such pirate vessel struggling not to pitch itself over the side. Crack! Lightning rains down like blows, each bolt briefly illuminating the crew as they battle the storms. They find themselves assembling a horde of hunters, Piscean appendages allowing them to swarm ships even in the storm waters. And with that, normally we'd be rolling initiative, and this is going to be a Minis and Mayhem first. We're going to start in combat. I'm already all of the roll initiative at the time.
Whoa!
So we're going to head right over to our battle map, where the crew is all set up to take on this swarm of Piscean people.
I'm a little afraid.
Let's start at the top of initiative with our monsters who have gone ahead and stepped up in initiative.
What?
So to start things off, I'll go ahead and make sure I'm on the right layer of our system. We'll go ahead and move some tokens forward here. Azure, you're going to be the target of our first attack of the night and of the campaign. Congratulations. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Always happy to please. Here we go. We're just going to go ahead and make our attack roll here. This is going to be a multi-attack here. We're going to do one attack with the spear. And that miss, and then we'll do one attack with its fangs. That's also going to be missed. So as the creature stabs its trident, its spear into the deck. It heaves itself out of the water onto the deck. It rushes you, trying to stab at you. You manage to step away.
Scary things.
A few more of these folks are going to start stepping up on the deck here. It's going to use all of its movement to clamber up to Vince. Vince, you're also going to be targeted here. Go ahead and make some rolls. I'm used to all the stuff here. Here we go. First the spear. And I think it's not going to be a hit. I have everybody's armor class open. I'm a smart dungeon master. That is not going to be a hit. Next attack is going to go for Vince again. That one's going to find purchase. Okay.
You know, it might be a good time. I just realized Polearm Master would activate here. They entered my reach. So I'm going to take an opportunity attack on him.
Go for it. Use your reaction.
Sorry.
Make an attack.
Space. So
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Ooh.
that'll be 11 damage.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Jeez. Okay. The guy.
All right.
The guy clambers out almost immediately as you pull up. You run him through with the harpoon that you're holding on your side. It's glowing runes stabbing through his piercing features. He is still alive and is still going to attempt to bite you. Maybe using the fact that he's close to the spear as leverage to try and get a nom into your shoulder. You're going to take 2 points of piercing damage. It bites into your shoulder. Not a very fair trade.
Attack! I yell, if it's not been made clear already.
Cool. This guy can't quite get the signs in time with all of his movements. This guy barely gets up onto the deck. This guy is going to manage to clamber up and take an attack at Intern.
No.
Anything but that,
Not
please.
Anything but your bard.
anyone but Intern.
Anyone but the bard. Okay, that's class there. I cannot believe our first round went to the monsters. I did roll for this. So 14 is going to be a hit.
Oh my gosh.
Sheesh.
So Intern starts his career as a pirate by taking 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, holy smokes.
Holy smokes.
And here comes the follow-up attack here. Which is thankfully going to miss. So Intern is down by the ship, preparing to man the firearms, make sure everything is reloaded. One of the beasts sneaks up from behind, jabs him with the spear. Blood starts forming under his underneath his uniform. He reaches over with his mop, but starts like trying to rub it off of him, trying to get rid of some of the worst of the blood.
Whoa.
Intern's not the. Oh my gosh, the time is not to clean. It's time to fight.
Sir, I'm trying to keep myself alive, sir.
Someone help Intern.
Cool.
For clarity's sake, can we see that far across the ship? Like, we're in the middle of a storm, so do we have difficulty seeing the fact that someone far away is under attack?
Yes, it's a little hard to tell, but there are lanterns right here on your ship that are providing light so that you can, in fact, see around the ship. So, Cookie, you're being targeted by the next one.
That's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
Is it fine? Are you sure? Well, the first attack is definitely going to be fine. We'll see about that second one. And that's definitely going to be a hit. So this thing clambers over the side of the book again, like jabbing its spear in to give itself leverage in order to pull itself up, face to face with the cruise chef. It swings its spear at you, and you're able to dodge out of the way, but you leave yourself open as it bites into your arm as you try to block it.
Hey, that's not very kind of you. I don't know who taught you any manners, but I'm not dinner.
Take 5 points of piercing. Climb up. Our home go. He looks out into the town of Little. It's a relatively small village. Up on the hillside, your eyes trace to a stone on the edge of the cliff. Um, with a name marked on it and the engraving of sun.
Yeah, I know. But trust me, we'll be fine. I was out to sea once, so I know how to handle it a little bit, but we'll get through it, all right? We're just going to find a mighty crew, and we're going to take it.
Yes, sir. I mean, after all, with you as our captain, nothing could possibly go wrong. And we cut back to the future as the ship now here that was taken into the side, captain. It is now your turn initiative. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna. So first off, I'm gonna rage. For my bonus action, and then, let's see, I can't really, because I don't want to let go of the wheel. So, is there a way I can like move the boat in a way where I'll throw the enemies off of the boat temporarily?
You could definitely. I think we would call it evasive maneuver. I think. I would like you to make a handling check.
Okay.
And then I would just say that anyone climbing the ship makes disadvantage of their rolls.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll say that they need to make a roll since the rigging on there makes it intentionally easy to climb. But so anyone trying to climb up has to make a check.
Okay, so would that be for like the ship wise, or no? That's gonna be
yeah. So give me your water vehicles proficiency and dexterity.
Okay. All right. So 1d20 plus 3. That's a 24.
24. Awesome. So yeah. So with the ship's wheel, like you've gotten used to being behind the helm. Like the only people who have had any other time behind the helm is your navigator and your cabin boy. So you go ahead and you give the ship a twist, you spin the wheel to the side, and the whole ship kind of like shakes back and forth. We'll go ahead and make some checks for everybody in the water who's trying to hold on to the ship. Just to make a series of checks. So I am counting 1, 2, 3.
At least 4, right? 4, 5, 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna call it 5. Make some rolls here. Gonna make dexterity saving throws. Excellent. Okay. So going back to our little battle board, so you hear splashing noises as 2 of them fall off into the water. Sploosh. You can see the current starting to pull them away from the ship. Looks like you have got yourself a little time from those ones for your crew.
I think that is it for my turn, though. I don't have any other actions I can do.
Cool. If you're not going to move, you don't have to. We are going to go ahead and continue down the order to intern your wonderful cabin boy, a moppy-haired fellow who has been with you since the beginning. The beginning of your crew, at least. He's still only a cabin boy, still hasn't quite found his stride or his role in the crew. But for the time being, he has been an excellent source of help.
That he has.
Yep. He is currently in the midst of combat, and he remembers having been bullied before. This is nothing new to him. We go back in time to see him for the first time, way, way, way back in the day. Intern is surrounded by kids who are just kind of bullying him, shoving him to the ground. You're such a loser. Why don't you get in with any of us? You really think you could be some kind of pirate? Keo, you see this happening in the distance. Basically, a group of kids picking on this poor other kid who's like surrounded by, who's got this like dark, bushy hair. He's got what looks like a torn Jolly Roger at his feet. He's kind of just got his hands over his head, covering himself.
Yeah, KO kind of like looks back in his memories, and he kind of sees a familiar person in intern. So he's actually gonna walk over to all the kids, and he's gonna pick whoever is like leading the bullies and grab him by the collar and lift him up.
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you think you're doing?
Just putting this guy in his place.
You think it's fun to pick on kids with dreams?
He kind of wants to be a pirate, right? That's like a criminal or a thief and stuff. He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Not all pirates are bad. And I kind of give him. Can I roll like an intimidation check?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an intimidation.
Like a death glare sort of. How does a 17 work?
17. That's pretty good. Good to me. You're going to let me go?
I don't know. Okay. Calm down, kid. Listen, kid. Right now, I'm just one pirate. I don't have a crew. But maybe you can help out. On a ship, and I'm going to be rebuilding it. So if you can help me with that, you might just be on the crew as a boy. First, you're too young to be a pirate.
Yes, sir. I'll do my absolute best to make sure that the ship gets built, sir. You can believe it.
Good.
And we go ahead and flash forward into the future onto that same ship, which he has in fact read. As he's now starting to bleed from the wound. Poor guy. So here's what he is going to do. He is going to use his action to disengage from the fight. He's going to pull back. He's going to start climbing up to the crow's nest to get himself away from the action. And then he's going to use his bonus action to cast Healing Word on himself because, oh my goodness, he is hurting. Go ahead. Out in the port.
Come on, get your meat skewers. They're pretty tasty for most people. Other people got their own palate, not be for everyone. Come try them. They're very
Cool. People are attracted to your stall, not just by you calling out, but also to the wonderful smell of the fresh meat to make these skewers. The way you've seared it is absolutely astonishing, despite the fact that these are just normal ingredients that you've been working with. The man with black hair, please. Sir, my crew stopped here for supplies, and that smells so good. Could I buy 2 of those? I'd like to take one back to my ship.
Are you all right? You look like you haven't eaten a full meal in a long time.
Oh, I mean, we have food around. It's just the captain and I aren't very good cooks.
Oh. Well, I mean, let me know what you think about this one.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I get take it, bites into one of the pieces, immediately just. This is the best I've ever tasted.
I don't really do much, too much to it.
You're telling me that you didn't do a whole lot. Oh, I know it's.
I'll whip this up real quick.
Can I get another one of those?
This one I'll have to cost you though.
That's fine. I brought some money with me. He reaches into his coat, pulls out a small purse of coins. He counts out some according to your fee, across the counter to you as you hand him a second meter.
Thank you kindly. Might I ask? You said you don't currently have a cook on board. Is that allowed in practice for these ships?
Well, I mean, not really. We're kind of a new crew, and we only have 2 members.
You guys go to like really fascinating and magical places?
I mean, eventually, we kind of need to. We just want to put together a crew first. probably need like a navigator to tell us where to go, a doctor to keep us alive. And honestly, I would really love to have a cook on board.
Well, I have some conditions that I'm willing to bargain for my employee.
Oh, conditions? I don't think I'm allowed to make any bargains. But I could go get the captain here. I'll show him. I'll show him your food, sir, and I'll get the captain to come over here and talk to you himself.
I think that sounds like a mighty fine idea.
I won't let you down, sir. He runs off through the crowd.
Oh, I forgot to ask your name. Oh, darn it.
Cool. A brief moment later, you are approached by a tough-looking young man wearing a tricorn hat, holding an empty skewer that looks like one of yours.
I see that you've enjoyed it, all things considering, wearing half of it on your face right now.
It's gone.
I mean, I can make you more. I don't know if I told you, but I am open for hire with certain conditions being met.
You're a cook. You cook this?
I made that, yep, very easily, I might say, as well.
Wow.
Well, I can assure you, nothing doing. And I can do more, really, given resources, time. Are you looking for a cook on board for your crew?
Please.
All right. Well, my one thing is I have sole and full authority of all food that comes in and on the ship.
I look at an intern.
He didn't say anything else, sir. Honestly, I think that would be a boon for us, given our cooking ability.
I know. We both suck.
I mean, like, I don't know why you thought that rashes and lambs were a good idea to season chicken.
I mean, it can be. You just got to use it to reduce the enzymes of the chicken itself. Sorry, I have really good hearing.
I didn't realize he could hear us.
Yeah, he got really good ears.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't care. You can handle everything food.
All right. Well, you can call me Cookie. He brings out his hand. Very dark skin tone, almost like jet black. But there are interesting wisps of white clouded tattoos that, as Cookie makes connection with Kyo, almost look to light up in the daylight. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sure we'll do something real fancy, somewhere soon.
Those are some cool tats.
Sure. Yep. Tattoos. That's what we'll call it. Where's your ship?
And I get up the ship.
All right.
Cool. We flash forward out of the memory. You're on the ship fighting off this Piscean creature. You start thinking ways you can fillet a fish. It is your turn. Roll for it.
Interesting. I mean, I could cut this fillet here. This looks like a nice gibbet here as well. I wonder what you taste like, friend. And you did bite me, so I think it's only right I can take a taste in return. He'll pull out this from his kitchen, if you will, an ornate-looking 1,000-folded steel knife, almost gleaming sharpness on the edge, and he will make a dagger attack at the little friendo.
Make your swing.
Ooh, a 9 most likely does not hit.
That is unfortunately not going to be a hit.
Well, darn it.
You do still have your bonus action and your movement.
I do. Luckily for myself, because I made an attack, I'm just going to go ahead and move slinkily away. Due to my fancy footwork, when I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can make an attack of opportunity against me for the turn. So I'm just going to scoot my little boot a little bit back towards where my little captain is. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I will steady myself for my next turn.
Fantastic. Okay. Here, we're currently in front of the ballista, fending off another one of these warriors of the sea, these raiders. We see an elder man, certainly among the eldest of the crew. Can you describe your character for us, Trevor?
Yeah, so Vincent Windsor is an older, middle-aged human man with graying black hair and green eyes. He has clearly been at sea for some time as his skin is weathered and he has a stern look to him, as if the sun and gravity have taken an extra toll on him. He's wearing a blue coat emblazoned with the insignia of his crew, the Azure Pirates, and a sash on his back is an elongated, shining harpoon adapted for two-hand combat. Runes dimly glow carved across the shaft of the weapon. However, this weapon is currently being used to impale monstrosity. Into this. See things too. Good thing I have these berries to keep me substance.
Pop some berries in your mouth. I mean, you're still
I wonder what.
cold and waterlogged, but at least you're fed.
Yeah. I wonder what family right now. Vince out his crew and his family back at home. He feels like he's failed at least one of them.
Off in the distance, you hear voices, and the ship begins to turn in your direction.
Vince becomes more alert as he realizes this might not be another mirage. As the first ship that approached, he started. It was an imaginary vessel of the sea.
It takes a little while, but slowly the vessel does in fact get closer. It comes into view. You can see the words "Ocean" across the bow of the ship as it pulls up next to you. You hear a young they call, "Man overboard!" And the ship comes to a stop nearby as a tough young man jumps over the edge of the ship, swims over to you, and starts pulling you towards the ship.
Are you okay?
Not exactly, but thank you. You're real, right? And I reach out to touch it.
There's a physical person there.
I pet, and then I half pass out onto the wood and let him drag me to the boat.
Cookie, come help me pull this guy up.
Can 1 second. I'll take my food off the burner. That way it doesn't scorch. I'm coming. Intern, can you watch this? Make sure it doesn't catch on fire. Thanks.
Sure.
I already left. 1, 2, 3.
You pull him out of the water, drop him onto the deck. Thankfully, you don't manage to avoid hitting his head as you climb out of the water wet.
Let's come get towels, dry him off a little bit.
Oh, this isn't dinner?
Uh,
I'm joking. I'm
Is
Cookie.
it?
I have a twisted sense of humor. Nice to meet you.
wait,
Thanks.
you're not dinner,
I
right?
appreciate it.
No, Captain, he's not dinner.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Welcome aboard. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Vincent Windsor, but you can just call me Vince. I really appreciate you guys pulling me up. I thought I was a goner out there.
You okay? You need food? Or...
Yeah, you must be missed. I'll hook you up something real quick.
I'm actually, I feel pretty full right now, but some good cooking actually would do me good. I've just been kind of
Oh.
sustaining myself off of these berries here, and I pull these out of my pocket. I got like 6 of them left, although I can cover them up once a day at least, so
Okay.
I'm good.
Um,
I think we should have Azure also look at him as well, just in case anything else is wrong with him.
you say berries kept you full? They're so tiny and microscopic.
Try one. It'll fill you for a
Okay.
day.
No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
I'll
try
I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, here.
Captain, I don't know about that. I mean, whatever. You're
It's
there.
good. It's like a kind of a bittersweet taste. If you ever had like a sour blueberry.
I
Something
guess
like that.
down the hatch, and KO throws it down.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah,
Tastes
I
like a
didn't
berry.
think so. Yeah, well.
You didn't just poison me, right?
Of course not. I am outland currently. I would not think it wise to try to attack my saviors. So if you would, I would appreciate a place to sleep, as I am about that. So,
You just lay down right there with your berries.
okay. I'm right here with my berries and curl up and
Enter, get a pillow. At
immediately
least give
pass
him a
out.
pillow.
Yes, sir. And we flash over to the future. That same deck that you have passed out on many times at this point for your naps is now serving as a battleground as you stand up to this Piscine warrior who has pulled themselves out of the seat to face you, currently impaled.
Well, I gave him an opportunity to retreat. Is he not going to take that?
Nope, he is here to fight.
All right, I'm gonna take the spear out, and I'm going to hold it back and throw it at the one next to Azure. And I'm gonna say, Azure, heads up. I'm gonna make it. It's on that guy there.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Does a 24 hit?
Oh, yeah. Critical hit. Absolutely.
All
Roll me some damage here.
That is 13 points of piercing damage.
Sheesh.
Oh my gosh.
Sheesh
Whoa.
capiche.
Okay. Yeah, so your spear, your spear, a harpoon, you pick it up and hurl it through the air towards this creature. Jabs it through the chest, causing massive amounts of damage. It is in fact still alive. Dear Lord. Okay. Like it impales the creature. Ah! It looks down. Immediately as it looks down, there's a flash of blue light, and this harpoon is gone. Once again, back in your hand.
Wait, what?
I'm so glad you have a good name.
Lots of practice. And then I turn and look at the creature next to me, and I'm going to use my bonus action, Polearm Master, to hit with the butt of my weapon.
Go for
Attempt
it.
to hit him with the butt of my weapon. Does a 20 hit?
20 definitely hits.
This is just luck, by the way, so far. Usually
Pretty
isn't
good
like
luck. Pretty good.
Yeah,
to be
roll-
clear,
roll
in our
damage.
practice session, I was missing everything, so people were making up for that. Give be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, cool. So you turn with the butt of your spear, you jam into his face. Fish bounce, falls into the ocean, and vanishes from your sights.
Whoa.
Ooh, spooky.
All right. After he falls over, I'm going to use my movement to get right up next to the ballast here. Ballast, is that what you call it? Railing?
It's
And I'm going to survey the battlefield, so to speak, and wait for my next turn.
Cool. You look around, you can see that there are still a few who are climbing onto the ships. You can see that Intern has climbed up the mast and is trying to stay out of the worst of the fray. Keo still has the wheel, and Cookie has disengaged from one on the back side of the ship. And up next, we have our ship's doctor. Having just seen one of these creatures impaled in front of you, you've certainly seen a lot of violence in your day. And even now, you think back to some violence that you had seen a long time ago. Azure, can you introduce your character to us?
I can. Azure is a elf. He wears a nice blue turtleneck kind of tunic with a white and blue robe that he's embroidered little wind and cloud stuff on the collar, on the trim, and he carries around the storybook with him.
It's just another day out on the sea here. Or pardon, for you, it's another day walking through this port town. You see a commotion going down the docks as a young man, a muscular young man, off a group of other men. It's hard to see exactly what all is going on, but there are punches being thrown, punches, kicks. One of them gets thrown into a cart.
I suggest you stay down there. Anyone else? What's the problem with this lady behind me?
You look behind the muscular young man and you see a young woman wearing an apron holding a basket that seems to have been broken off at the handles. The men look at each other, look at their friend in the food cart, they look at the muscular young man defending her, and they take off into the marketplace.
And I turn around and I pick up the basket. Here, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Oh, not at all. Thank you so much. Here, consider this. It's not much, but consider this a token of my thanks. And she hands you a fresh apple.
Thank you. You have one day now.
You're welcome. Thank you. She picks up the rest of her basket, kind of tucks them underneath her arm, and wanders off, presumably towards home. I'm sure you witnessed all of this from a distance. This guy just stood up to a whole group of thugs for the sake of that girl.
Azure's gonna be kind of watching from a distance. He tries not to get into too much trouble here in the port. He helps too many people around to have enemies. He's gonna watch and be like, that might be my ticket out here. And he's going to kind of follow behind, I guess, the captain.
Are you being sneaky about this?
No, not really.
Cool.
Can I do a perception check to see
Yeah.
if I notice?
Go ahead, make me a perception check to see if you notice.
Right. How sound?
21 sounds pretty good. Yeah, you have noticed that this strange elf fellow has been following behind you for some time now.
So instead of walking towards my ship, I walk into a back alley, and I kind of turn around and wait for the elf to turn around the corner as well. Like biting into my apple.
Once Azure like catches up, he's just gonna like peek around the corner, kind of like weird like, and be like, "Oh, you noticed me."
Yeah, I did notice.
I saw what you did. You saved that nice young girl. She's so sweet. Probably one of the nicer ones in town. Now, I noticed you're wearing a captain's hat. Correct?
Yes. Are you a pirate?
Well, me? No, I'm a doctor. But I'd like to be a pirate.
Oh, you're a doctor, and you want to be a pirate?
Well, pirate gets me off the island. Then yes.
The crew is in need of a doctor, so yeah. Would you like to be part of our
By
group?
my services.
Sorry, say that again?
Provide my service.
Would you like to be a part of my group?
I'd love it. Now, what's your name?
I'm KO Stoneshade, and yours?
And I'm Azure.
Welcome aboard, Azure. And I take Azure or lead Azure to the boat.
You lead back to the boat as the memory fades. All of these memories, as the power of the god you follow allows you to see the memories of those around you. But right now, perhaps you should be less focused and a little more focused on the present, as there are creatures around you trying to do horrible, horrible things to you.
Absolutely terrifying. All right. I think we'll start off by conjuring my spiritual weapon. Probably. If I remember how Roll20 works. Probably with these two, like here. There we go. So hit one of those.
Excellent.
Let me see. Oh, maybe. Let me do the thing.
Do the thing you think do.
There you go. Did it do the thing?
That's going to be our first not one of the kids.
It wasn't me! Thank God!
Wah, wah, wah.
It had to happen to somebody. What color would you like your spiritual weapon to be?
It can be white.
Okay, we're gonna make it white then. What kind of weapon is it? What are you summoning?
It is a sword that like kind of sits on like a little oh my gosh, like a little cloud, at the hilt.
Cute.
A little cloud sword here, with my incredible artistic talent on the fly. The sword takes a swing at one of these creatures with your bonus action. Unfortunately, it does not manage to find purchase on it. It manages to parry it away. The things are coming to life.
We're all coming to life, I guess, or to death, one way or the other. And then he'll use his actual action to try to swing at the guy in front of him, maybe, with his mace. Maybe.
Possibly.
Me versus Roll20 is constantly hard. Yes? Does a 13 hit?
That's gonna hit. So yeah. He manages to what some of the damage by holding up his staff, but you kind of basically manage to force his spear back in his face. Why?
You are too close. Step back.
I'm supposed to be getting closer.
No. Back. And that's Azure's turn.
And that is Azure's turn. And with that, we have introduced our entire crew. So now things get to pick up a little bit. these guys are going to once again start trying to clamber onto the ship here. This guy gets on up. Go ahead. This cookie has to be the closest one here.
Swing at me.
Swing, swing. Swing low, sweet chariot. Okay, that's going to be a hit.
Ooh.
Cool. It manages to, with a thrust, manage to dodge out of the way of worship, but you still have a sharp red line running across your side. You take 3 points of piercing damage from that first attack. We'll see how it does for the follow-up attack. That, thankfully for you, is not going to hit. So you do manage to dodge out of the way as he tries to bite at you and only manage to clamp on air.
Well, shoot.
This guy is going to come down this pile of barrels right here, so he's instead going to go after the guy at the helm. Maybe make it easier for his crew to climb on board. You barely managed to avoid taking a spear attack as it jabs into, almost jabs into the steering wheel next to you.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, and then it reaches out with its jaws to try and clamp a hold of you. You take one hand momentarily off the wheel to kind of backhand it away. Not enough to damage, but enough to make that it doesn't hurt you. Steve holds up for second one. Climbs deck. And we'll go ahead and make a couple attacks at you. The spear is going to miss. Oh, but that bite is going to hit. Cool. So as it clambers up onto the ship, runs up at you, manages to take a bite into your shoulder. You take 2 points of piercing damage, but because you are currently raging, I believe you only take half.
1 point.
Take 1 point of piercing damage. Gosh darn barbarians. This guy is now ready to roam about the ship here. He's going to start heading up towards cooking. Take attacks as well.
Mm-mm.
No, don't do that.
That is going to be a hit. So he lances out with his spear. You take another 5 points of piercing damage from the spear. And then I might have made this encounter too tough, but we'll find out, won't we? The bite attack is also going to be a hit for another 5 piercing damage as the thrust pulls him into range to gnaw him into your side, have teeth marks chewing on you. Things are not looking good, Cookie.
No, I am not worried. I have a secret plan.
Okay. On the other side of the ship, Azure, you are now the target of an attack as well. The fellow in front of you is going to attack with a spear. Oh my gosh, you're having the worst luck on the first day. That is a critical hit.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
You're going
That
to
ain't
take
good.
8 points of piercing damage as the foe in front of you, disturbed. He's like, wait, you want to tell me about your religion?
Of course.
Yeah,
but because he got hit.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You're going to take points of piercing damage, but go ahead and fire off that destructive wrath.
Do it. Okay, go. Go. Go.
You gotta. You might have to turn it manually.
Okay, I can do that.
So that's your channel divinity.
Yeah, no. Wrath of Storm. Here it is. My bad. Wrong one. No. Yes. Right? This one.
Maybe.
Let's see, Wrath of the
2d6.
Storm.
Yeah, you
Yes.
still gotta. You still have to roll it
Yeah.
manually.
Let's
How do you
see.
do that
Great- Hold on. No, you don't
slash
have
R?
to roll. Hold on.
They
Hold
make a
on.
dex
Wrath of
save.
the Storm.
They
Azure doesn't
they make a
roll. They
dex
make a roll.
save.
They're gonna
Oh,
make
They make a dex save or take 2d8 lightning damage.
Yeah.
Cool. What is your
Or
spell
thunder.
save DC, Azure?
It is. Where is it? I'll find it. I know it. Hold on. I can never find it. It's 13.
13. Okay. Makes a dex save.
they still take half damage.
It's another nat 20.
Just like half.
Cool. Yeah. It'll take half damage from the lightning. So go ahead and roll 2d8.
Wow, that's insane.
You can still get 8 damage. It's not too bad.
Is it
Right.
slash roll?
Yeah. Slash
Watch.
roll and then 2d8.
Oh, that's not
There you
bad
go.
actually.
Perfect. Yeah,
Save.
that's max damage. So it only takes, it's a max on the roll, but
Oh.
it does take 6 points of damage. There's a bolt of lightning that trails down its spear into its body as you send lightning magic down its spear. The creature kind of like has to shake itself off. You can tell it's kind of on its last legs. Who else do we have? This fellow is going to come up from the backside and do his best to give you a stab in as well.
Round two.
Round 2, fight. Spear is going to miss, and the bite is going to hit. Cool. So you managed to dodge out of the way of the spear, twisting your body, but in doing so, you leave yourself open for the follow-up attack with its fangs. It gnashes its teeth into you. You take 3 points of piercing damage. Go ahead and roll for concentration twice to maintain concentration on your divine weapon. Or is that not a concentration spell?
Sure it is. Or
You think that? I know
No.
Spirit Guardians is a
I think
concentration.
it's a concentration spell actually.
It's a concentration spell.
Okay.
I think
Holy
it's-
cow! Yeah. So yeah, your divine weapon is still up. Vince, you are getting attacked by these two. Each of them is going to go ahead and roll their attacks.
Who's first? Who's first? Because the one who steps in my range first is going to take an attack.
I'm going to say the one to your north steps into range first.
I'm going to try to hit him with my spear as he steps into my range.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's a 9. I'm guessing that doesn't
9
hit.
is not a hit.
Yeah.
To make its attacks here. Should be a 14. Spear and the misses as well. So you manage to twist your way out of the advancing foe. The second one tries to see if it gets advantage of this. And both of its attacks miss as well. You are slippery on this seas. You know exactly how to handle yourself and are staying safe up at the helm despite being surrounded. The rest of your crew may be in a bit of a difficult situation. Speaking of the rest of your crew, let's go ahead to Kyo.
Right. Do I need to make any ship handling at all before I make my turn?
Only if you would like to do something with your ship beyond just continuing to steer it forward.
No. So I'm gonna to my north. I'm gonna punch that guy.
Cool. Go for it. Take a swing.
Just make sure. Okay. Does 15?
15 will definitely. Go ahead and roll that damage.
How does 7 bludgeoning damage sound?
7 sounds pretty excellent. Is that
Sounds good to
including
me.
your bonus damage from rage?
No. So
Cool.
what? That's +2, so that's 9.
Cool. So we'll go ahead and take it. Takes another 2 points of damage. You just bam, clobber this guy straight in the face.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna punch that guy again with my monk ability.
You can do that. You absolutely can do that. Go ahead and punch that guy again if you can.
All right. And how does 14 sound?
14 sounds pretty darn good. Go ahead and roll that damage.
How about 9 more bludgeoning damage?
Another 9 more points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah. The captain, even while maintaining the ship, just bam, bam, like 2 shots straight into this guy's face. He, like, reaches up. There's blood dripping from his nose.
I'm gonna turn over to that guy and say, "Get off my ship."
No, this is gonna be our ship.
Your funeral.
We'll see who's having a funeral today. Anything
All
else
right.
with your turn? Action, bonus action. I assume you're not moving because you got the helm.
Yeah, I can't move or else ship might do crazy things.
Got it. Continuing along, intern has a mass. He's rest of his movement all the way up to the top. Don't worry, Cookie. I'll help you out. Go ahead, and as a bonus action, you gain Bardic Inspiration.
Wow. Thank you kindly. D6, right?
That is, in fact, a D6.
Thank you kindly.
He's inspired.
And then, additionally, I'm going to double check the information on that. Oh, no, that's a touch range spell. That's unfortunate.
Good try.
Could try what?
Oh, no, I mean, good try. I
Oh,
appreciate you trying to inspire me up there.
cool, yeah. He gives you that bardic inspiration, and then unfortunately he's not close enough to do anything else with his turn. So he's going to stay up in Rapper's where it's safe and pass his turn on to Cookie, who has gained the bardic inspiration.
It's interesting how in the middle of the storm, the overcast and the flashes of light, nature's wrath illuminate the visages of everyone on the ship. In this moment, the Cookie receives his bardic inspiration. You can see it almost lazily meander into the core of his being. The tattoos on Cookie's arms will light up in response, and that light will travel. The clouds themselves will dissipate from his arms, no longer a tattoo. Instead, they will jettison out the back of his shoulders as 2 incorporeal cloudy wings will sprout. By action, I will activate my radiant soul, glimmering from eyes and my new wings. I will now gain the flying speed of 30 feet, and I will disengage and fly that 30 feet straight into the air.
Fantastic. All right, you undergo your angelic transformation, your cloudy wings carrying you into the sky. All of these guys on deck are surprised at what you're doing. Like that came out of nowhere. You fly into the sky, the lightning around you like some sort of angel of vengeance in the air.
That will. I'm gonna go actually meander on over to where interns at. 1,
Cool.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 30 feet right there. Actually, no, I went up 30 feet. So I'm just going to sit right on here.
Cool. In the air, we'll just have to remember that.
I'm floating.
I'm just going to mark you with that another little status token to remind us that you are currently flying.
Thank you.
And with that, it is now time for Vincent.
Azure is just gonna like point and be like, I knew it! He's a gun, he's keeping it from us! I'm through!
Can somebody help me up here? I'm hurt pretty bad.
I'll
all.
help you out, sir.
Ooh, more bad guys, I can
Not
do
wasting
it!
more
Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. I'm just gonna start my turn with just attacking the guy to my north.
Yeah, go for it.
So see if I can hit. 10 is not hit. I'm assuming.
10 is not hit.
Established. And I guess I will then attempt a bonus action to try to hit them again. I'm missing again. These will have
It's not even fog this time.
It's be like just easy. Vince's gonna try to like get a better grip on the shaft in his hand. It's a little slippery from all the rain, and just gonna brace himself for the attacks he knows are coming soon.
Cool. Yeah, you go ahead and take a couple of swings. Unfortunately, not able to find purchase on your foes. It is dark outside. It is a little hard to see. So that's probably what did it. Yeah, or maybe your foot slipped. Anything else with your turn?
No, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Azure, you are currently surrounded. Your divine weapon is out and about.
Azure is going to the guy in front of me is like really, really hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with inflict wounds. Just at first level.
Just a reminder to our audience that clerics are not necessarily healers.
During battle. That's
It is
7.
It's
on
touch
touch.
spell. I'm just double checking my notes here on the spell. It is a melee spell attack against the creature, so unfortunately a 7 does not hit.
Yeah, that seems about right. He'll like try to like reach out and it'll just like get knocked with the ship against the waves and miss.
So yeah, you reach out with a hand glowing with mystical energy and try to make a swipe at the creature, who sees the glowing stuff and is like, oh no, not this time. Immediately ducks out of the way as your hand swipes overhead.
Could be closer, I guess, this time.
You still have
and then
your
he'll use the spiritual weapon to. He's gonna move it to the guy that's behind him and try to hit him.
Go ahead and move our little spiritual weapon token up. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Spiritual
weapon moves over. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
18.
There we go.
Let's
That's
go.
what you
Let's
wanted.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. So
Let's go.
the cloud blade swings through the air, carves into the guy. He'll take those 6 points of damage.
Sure.
Cool. And now it's time for the creatures. Dun dun dun.
Bad people.
I mean, they might not be bad. They might just be understood.
So these guys on the ground cannot reach Cookie anymore, as Cookie is currently flying 30 feet in the air, and they are fortunately lacking in terms of ranged weaponry beyond throwing their only weapons, which is something to do. However, a very juicy target has appeared present to them around sitting at the helm. So step up and take things. The barbarian, the captain. Let's see how long your reach protects you. Here we go. First attack is going to miss. Second attack is going to miss. This guy's over. I'll go ahead and blow cookie so that we can see our hero is in action. Here's the spear. Spear's a hit. We'll take 5 points of piercing damage. We will round that down to 2. Then the one to your north is going to attack you. That's going to be a hit. You're going to take 1 point of piercing damage total after resistance.
All right.
And the bite also going to hit. We'll give another 1 point of piercing damage total. Barbarians, man. Did I get the guy up in the corner?
No, you still gotta roll for that guy.
Well, I've got one more set of attacks.
Big hit. Don't big hit.
Whoa.
Well, don't big.
I only have so much healing.
That one's going to be a miss, and then the bite attack is also going to be a miss. So you're just getting swarmed by these guys, but big and buff as you are, most of the damage is negligible. You accumulate some scratches and scrapes, but you're doing pretty fine for yourself despite being surrounded on all 3 sides by armed raiders.
I like being outnumbered. Makes it more fun.
Cool. Excellent. I'm a little intimidated. We'll go ahead and have Vince. He's the target of our next set. That's going to be a hit, I think. Yeah,
17.
Yeah, it's barely a hit. I get 5 points of piercing damage from the spear. And the bite attack is going to hit as well for another 2 points of damage. Yep. And then the guy on the other side with his spear is also going to be a hit for 5 points of damage. And here comes a bite attack. Not going to, you managed to parry that one aside. And finally, we have Azure, who is also going to take a set of 2 attacks. First, be a hit for 4 points of piercing damage. And the second one is also going to be a hit, so you'll take an additional 3 points of piercing damage. And then the second one, the attack misses, and the bite attack is also going to miss. Cool. Chaos is across the deck as these things try to thrash out at you. Lambert, up as he is in danger as these things start climbing up towards him. Only one can be up at a time. This guy clambers onto the ship to join his crew. Is currently sitting in your lifeboat. And that is going to be the end of the turn. So you are surrounded on all sides. They will eventually whittle you down.
I'm assuming I can't like throw these guys off the ship, or can I?
I would allow you to make a push attempt. It would basically be an attack.
I don't really like the delay. Yeah, I better just punch him in the face. The guy I was punching that at the my guy first.
Go for it. Go for it.
A 2. How does an 8?
If you had to do that roll.
Alright, and then bonus action, I'm gonna
take your martial arts die. That is a 20, so that's gonna hit.
9 more bludgeoning damage.
Awesome. Yeah, so you deck this guy across the face. There's a crack noise, and he just collapses to the ground, with it strings cut just straight onto your deck.
And
Now,
no,
they kind of look at each other a little nervous, but ready their weapons and prepare to go forward. Anything else your turn?
that'll end my turn.
Cool.
Can't leave the helm.
Cool. So, turn is up top is a bit concerned about the rapidly approaching raiders climbing up the crow's nest. And he is going to try and cast a spell. Please let this work. He is going to use his action to cast the sleep spell. Only says a first level spell, unfortunately. Oh, well,
Oh man.
23 points. None of these guys have been hit. So what he'll do is the guy climbing up the ladder immediately falls asleep and falls over backwards. The other guy trying to climb up behind him looks up and sees his crewmate coming up at him and is going to make a athletic saving throw, or a strength saving throw, to try and keep his hold on the ladder. Both of them immediately fall to the deck. One of them is asleep. The other one prone. Are on deck. One of them unconscious, and in turn buys himself a little bit more time.
Turn.
Thank you, Captain. I did.
I sure did.
What that makes one of us did. But I did know.
Don't die.
The captain, and he'll use his bonus action to give you spark inspiration.
Sweet.
It is.
I feel inspired, guy.
All of a sudden, you feel a little bit stronger, a little bit more inspired. And speaking of the end of the turn, it's the end of intern's turn. Go ahead and pass over to Cookie, who is currently flying in the air.
I'm a bird, y'all. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. My sincerest apologies. To clarify, there's that little creep down there next to her. They're asleep right now, or are they dead?
There is one creature who's asleep, and the other, the sleeping creature is on top of a creature who is prone under the body of his unconscious comrade.
Well, luckily I have a little bit of ranged. If you don't mind, I'll like blast the unconscious one with a little bit of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, blast away.
Blasting it once I get a stab up here.
Blast away, Cookie.
I'm gonna blast. Hopefully. And I'm gonna add my D6 to the
They are prone. Well, it's disadvantage on.
hope it works. Because it's prone. Off of 16.
It does mean against you. Cool.
Oh, does 16 hit?
Yeah, 16. Yeah, 16 will absolutely hit. Roll that damage.
I'm gonna roll the force damage. I'll do it for
Cool. You're targeting the guy?
Yeah.
Well, I will briefly push him to the side too, so that he can take some damage. Yeah. Kill, take 8 points of force damage, and I think that wakes him up immediately.
Wake up. We're not done with you yet.
Oh, I was having such a nice dream. I found a nice pillow and everything was soft. That's me, you idiot. Get up. Cool. Anything else with your
Mayor,
turn?
I would like to tiptoe through the air 30 feet closer to intern. So 1, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to do this right here for continuity's sake.
Cool. I love how you guys are all totally fine with your captain holding down the L.
He's got it. He's fine. He's fine.
He seems fine. He's done this before.
He's done this before.
Like
This is
every
how
fight.
he prefers to do these like 1v9 situations. So
Cool. Anything else with your turn?
I would
Bonus action?
bonus action. Can I dodge? No, that's not one of the cunning actions.
Nope.
I can't hide in my current state, can I? Very well.
Probably not. You're pretty flashy right now.
Then I will just stay the way I am
Fantastic.
as I end my turn.
Cool. Vincent, you are surrounded on all sides by these creatures.
I'm going to try to do the same thing I did last turn. And I'm going to try to stab the guy above me. This time I get a 16, though. So,
Sometimes that is what it comes down to. 16 is going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Hooray!
9 piercing damage.
Awesome. And is it targeting the guy above you?
Yes, the one to my north. This one here.
Cool. So
Okay.
he will go ahead and take those 9 points of piercing damage, and it's still your turn.
Yep. I will use my bonus action, the Polearm Master. Bonus hit there. There's a 9.
That's
hit.
not going to hit.
Unfortunately, it's not going to do it. Yeah. Darn. Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to keep meleeing with these two fellas.
Cool. Just hug her down right in front of the ballista controls. Totally fine.
I mean, I can't use the ballista on people on the boat, can I?
You can. They're technically
Oh.
within range of the ballista.
I see. Well, I'll keep that in mind moving
It's a
forward.
little harder to use the mangonel, which is that catapult that you see on the deck, but but the ballista can be fired at people who are on the deck. It is a little dangerous, but it is possible. Azure, you are
Isn't the boat-
Oh, it's my turn now.
Yep.
Cool. Here's what.
Make that sound.
Come on! I give up. I give up.
This has been a brutal game for you. No, the
I
spiritual
am my
weapon,
one good game. So that was
spiritual
it.
weapon does not connect. You still have an action.
Okay. We'll try sacred name for the one.
They save, and if they fail, they
They
take
take
1
1
point of damage. Damage.
Still-
No, so you have to say we're nowhere near done with this campaign.
You guys don't even.
You
It's raining. I don't know why I thought this would work.
You just have one of those like fireworks snappers. You just throw it at him and it doesn't do anything.
kind of like
Yeah,
he looks a little annoyed. There's a bit of a scorch mark on it. He's like, ow! What? What's that?
I'm trying. It's raining. Yeah, but it's not working. I really don't know what's happening.
Have you
Just
tried
take
using lightning? I mean, that worked pretty well before.
like turn. I'm like, why are you giving them fights?
I don't know. We're having conversation.
And that's the end of Azure's turn.
So all of you are here continuing the fight, and as you do, you notice that this is not quite the end of it. In fact, it seems that the enemy has reinforcements.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
You gotta be joking.
Nice. I need to start hitting my attacks. Oh my goodness. That's quite a few.
Just a few. I don't want to, go too hard on you guys, because
Oh yeah, okay.
that seems like it would be a little mean to just go all out against you.
Joan, did you mistakenly think we were all barbarians by chance? Also level 7.
What? No. This is this is only a sea turret. You'll be fine.
It's fine. Totally fine.
Wait till I use my other wings.
You have 23 enemies against 5 of us.
Yeah, then it'll be
almost
fair
5
fight.
to 1.
Spin the ship. Hit 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
make
play
it do it.
Yeah, in the ship.
Put it in Beyblade mode. Exactly.
Put it in
Beyblade
Beyblade.
mode.
You can manage to turn the ship 90 degrees at the hardest. You cannot make it spin.
Hey, that'll hit like 2 of them though.
What we have? We
Well,
have
I'm
park,
about-
drive.
About
That's what the beast.
It's crazy. There's a gear shift. I don't know what it does.
of all the times to make Beyblade references. This is when everybody. Anyway, cool. So we're gonna make a whole bunch of attacks. So first of all, you are getting the first for incurring my wrath. And the first light attack, which is also gonna miss. We got the second spear, which is also gonna miss. Second light attack, which is also gonna miss. Your tank, gosh darn it. Azure, you are the target of the next attack, which is going to hit. And you have worrisome luck as you take another 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Wrath of Storms. Let's go. One more time.
Yeah. Roll Wrath of Storms.
Dex
yeah.
check.
It's a dex check.
It's
it'll
DC 13.
make DC 13
2,
does
3,
pass, so it's going to take half damage.
Half the
I put roll
2d8.
wrong.
You did.
You just put /R.
It's
Slash R. I'm
Roll slash.
the slash
Isn't it?
first.
You could also click the dice in top left.
I give up.
There's a chart.
Where?
I believe.
With
At
the
top left
ruler.
for everyone else,
It's
but
okay.
there's-
R/2d8 space.
No, it's
I give up.
/R.
/R.
Slash.
Not R.
Slash starts the command.
I'm.
Woo!
You
So
roll-
forward.
you rolled max damage. They saved both times, which is unfortunate. But staring down space, there's a flash of lightning inside its body is in black, and it falls to the ground.
Whoa.
I took 8 damage.
Yeah.
I realize hitting is a bad idea.
You would think that, but no. They see that they're starting to wear you down. Go ahead and make another spear attack. That one will miss, and then the bite. Double checking your armor class is going to miss.
Oh,
Lucky.
thank God.
Cool. Let's go ahead and resolve the ones around Kyo, since they'll be the simple ones to resolve because they're all just making attacks. That one's going to be a miss. That one's going to be a miss. That one's going to be a miss.
Whoa.
That one's going to be... Wait, check your armor class.
He's not wearing
Barely.
an armor. Sure, he doesn't have any. I'm sure, right? Psych.
Yeah, you're gonna take another 5 points of piercing damage,
All right, so
which is reduced in half to 2.
all right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then it makes a bite. No, that was the bite attack. Oh my god, that was the bite attack. Gonna take. Well, the spear is gonna hit you. You're gonna take another 6 points of piercing damage, halved to 3.
6 points.
Yeah, it's halved to 3. You're only taking 3.
Okay.
The bite attack misses. And that's all 3 of them. And now we're just going to resolve what's going on over here. So the first guy is going to use his action to stand up from prone and get off of his friend. Uh, you hit with the full force of his ship. It's a little unusual, but I would allow you to essentially try a ramming action. We will use your driving check as an basically let's see, let's go 8 plus your water proficiency plus your dexterity modifier. What is that total to?
8 plus proficiency.
Yeah, so 8 plus proficiency, that's 10, and then what's your dex mod?
3, so 13.
13. Okay, it'd be a DC 13. I'm just going to say that this affects the ones who are closest to the boat, so the 3 to the south and the 3 to the north. So all of them are going to make dexterity saving throws to see what they can do there.
Okay.
We have 1 failure, 1 pass, 2 failures, 2 passes, 3 failures, 4 failures, 2 passes. Cool. So you turn the ship wildly. I'm gonna count this as an attack as your action. So you spin around. A couple of them manage to dodge beneath the waves in time. A few of them do not. Go ahead and roll me 3d6.
Okay, we're gonna do it this way. D6, roll 3 of them. 11 damage.
Cool. So you smack all of those guys for 11 points of damage as you swing the ship around violently, trying to get a hold of them. And in doing so, the ship will take half of that. Will take 6 points of damage as you recklessly swing it around in the water.
It's not planning on that. It's got 50. Okay, see what I can do. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna try to punch someone in the face. The guy to my the other guy to my north. My right
Cool.
north.
Go for it. Take your swing.
Right north.
Right north.
Right north.
Yes.
How does
Everyone knows
11?
that the only directions are right, left, north, and south.
Well, I am. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit, but you do have a
I got
bardic
bardic.
bonus. You got bardic. Add a d6.
That was a 14.
A 14 will be a hit.
Awesome.
How does 9 more bludgeoning damage sound?
Say what you will, your damage is really, really consistent. So you spend your bardic, but you're going to deal 9 points of damage. This guy is just wham! Right
I don't know how I
across.
keep rolling 7s.
I don't know either, but keep doing it.
It's better than keeping rolling 2s. I keep rolling 2s.
Cool.
I roll 1.
So that's your action. That's your bonus action. Can you move or no?
I'm not moving. Not going anywhere.
Cool. Continuing to keep the ship sailing. Intern is in a bit of a rough spot here. He is going to use his bonus action. Yes, he's going to go ahead and use his bonus action in order to cast Healing Word on Cookie, who's looking a little banged up here.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead and give you a first level Healing Word. So go ahead and heal for 5 hit points. Not a lot, but it'll help take some of the edge off.
That helps greatly. Thank you.
Glad to help, sir. But I seem to be all out of spells.
That's all right.
Hell.
I have a plan.
I will trust you, sir. You already have a bonus. So let's see. How much does he have? How many of these does he have? I forgot. No, he's already spent his 2 for the time being. So yeah, Intern is just going to actually he's going to use his action to take the dodge action to give him advantage. Or to give attacks against him disadvantage is what I should be saying. So yeah, he will go ahead and use the dodge action. Next is Cookie.
Like a black crow's nest.
It's roll ladder.
Is it pretty tightly adhered to the mast itself?
It kind of has to be in order to make sure that it doesn't fall off.
How many points of fastening does it have? Is it like segmental or is it
Are you saying?
Oh my gosh.
No.
does it 7 or
You know, I don't usually think much about the AC of
it's
roll.
got 10 or something?
I think we're done for. I think we're done for.
Quite possibly.
It's got
That's
11
an AC.
AC. Why?
It's an AC of 11. So yeah, you start awkwardly hacking at these ropes using your knife. It's not really intended for
That's an
this.
HP of 2, though.
As an HP. So if you manage to get through these ropes, they will cut
these
very
damn
quickly.
things.
Yes. You also have a bonus action and a move.
Yeah, hold on one moment here. Can I use my 2-weapon fighting to attack with that? I had the damage. I don't give a crap about the damage. I see the damn thing. Jeez, a 13. Thank the Lord.
13.
Yeah, 13. Go ahead and
I'm gonna roll a 3 damage. Yes. And I did just that.
Cool.
I barely beat a rogue, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Okay, so you realize that your fancy cooking knife isn't necessarily the most damage to this rope. So you pull out your spare dagger, manage to just cut through the rope. This one is much more dealing with the rigging. You got loose. Oh no, not again! Kind of go plummeting backwards on top of each other.
Did they take any damage?
And any of them 10 feet or above? I should have asked
First,
first.
we're going to make a strength saving throw really quick. They are definitely 10 feet or above. So we're going to have them make a strength saving throw to see if the second guy can manage to keep him up. That's going to be a no. That's going to be a hard no. And since he was much further up this time, I'm going to add some damage to this roll.
Ooh.
Roll it out in the open for you to see. Here's some environmental damage for you. They take 7 points each as they hit the ground.
And I'm assuming they both go prone.
Yeah, they're both prone as soon as they hit the ground. I really hate you, Steve. Shut up. Anything else cooking? You do still... No, you used your bonus action. You did stealth movement.
I did. Yeah, I'm gonna move over 1, 2, 3 spaces, keeping the same elevation of 30 feet.
Cool.
That will be my turn.
Fantastic. Vincent, you are still surrounded by these Piscine raiders.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's try to spear him again. All right, 19. Let's go.
Yeah, spear.
9 piercing damage to this fella up here.
Cool, yeah. He is still standing, but you run this guy through with your harpoon, twist it back out.
Okay. I see how it is. I'm gonna hit him again.
Take your second swing.
No mercy. 14.
Whoa.
14 will hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's another 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you turn with the back end of your spear, you catch this guy across the face, and it's just a whack. You're a cracking noise as he falls to the ground.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna take an opportunity attack. You want to do that right now? I'm gonna put myself right here.
Well, I will take that opportunity to be attacked by all means. We are gonna do our best here to hit you. Thankfully, you are very tanky, very evasive, and you manage to dodge out of the way of the spears. He tries to stab into you.
Gotta be quicker than that. Azure, you all right? I come over.
I'll be fine.
All right, you're not looking so hot. I'm going to take up a defensive position here to try to make it so less people can get to them. And on my turn.
Cool. We will go ahead and go to Azure. You are next on the list.
Woot. First, Azure's gonna heal himself because they're not looking good at all. We'll do it at 2nd level, just to keep in the fight. So it should be, what is it? 4 plus, should be 7 HP. Unless it said I rolled a 1.
No, I see you rolled a 4.
Okay, so 4.
You rolled a 1 and plus 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
cool. We'll take the 4.
4. You heal for 4.
Yay. All right, and then my spiritual weapon will hit again. Same guy. 23. Let's go.
Cool. 23 is definitely.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll that. You got rolled an 8. Cool. Yeah. It cleaves into his side. This white hot cloud blade. Right into his guts.
Woot.
Anything else with your turn? You do still have your movement.
No, I can't reach Cookie, so Cookie's in the air, so
I'm
Yeah.
just chilling up here. I'm a bird.
Cool.
we'll chill here.
Go ahead and go into the next round. As these guys sit up and start discussing ways that they can get up to that darn kid sitting up in the crow's nest. There we go. As all of that is happening, as you are being swarmed by these guys out in the sea, around you, you hear the waters begin to rumble and quake. A roiling, bubbling force beneath the ship swells upwards. You all hold on for dear life as your ship begins to rock wildly through the seas. The remaining Sahagwin troops flung around, and then on either side of the ship, gargantuan jaws rise from the ocean. Individual teeth larger than the ocean's oath. The mouth of some enormous creature blots out the sky. And just when all goes quiet, your ship begins to fall. Can I get everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw?
Everyone, hold on.
Is this sensation familiar to Vince?
For just a brief moment, yes, it does feel familiar. Although it didn't last this long the last time you felt it.
Mm-hmm. I got a 12. Excuse me, I got a 10. That was Azure.
I got a 12.
Got a 9.
Well, I see 10, 12. Cookie, you are currently flying, so you're not actually falling.
Yeah.
I question how long you can maintain that flying height for. How long can you fly?
3 more turns.
Cool. So about, it's 6 seconds, probably like 18 more seconds then.
Yeah.
Cool. That's going to make it all the more fun later.
Cookie,
Okay.
I was just grabbing something, a part of the ship.
And then in turn is going to also make one with advantage because he was doing a dodge action and is technically counts, I think. Cool, that's a 20.
All right.
So the world around you goes dark and you feel yourselves plummeting down. You desperately try to hold onto your ship. Entern clings himself to the crow's nest. Cookie, flying as you are in the air, are mostly just struggling to stay afloat in the winds that are battering against your wings from the sheer force of movement around you. There is a roaring of water as it pours down. The rest of you trying to hold on to the ship. Keo, holding onto the mast with all of his strength, is still the first to go flying off of the ship into the darkness below. Vincent is the next, doing his best to hold onto the side of the ship. Even with his strange familiarity with this feeling, he's not able to compensate for it and falls off into the darkness. Azure, you weren't holding on to anything. You reach out to your spiritual weapons and maybe give it some mass, and then you remember it has no mass. Your hand slips through it, and you fall into the darkness. All of you fall deeper back. And that's the end of our campaign. Everybody's dead.
Oh my
Oh no!
so fast enough.
No.
I Colossus killer.
Joking aside, as everyone falls deeper into the dark, eventually Cookie wings about he plummets as well.
Whee!
World goes dark. Can I get Constitution saving throws from everybody? And I am granting advantage to Cookie and Intern.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh no.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. So let's see. So that is going down the list here. We have 4 for Azure. We have 8 for Vincent. We have 14 for Cookie, 17 for Keo, and 20 for Intern. Cool. Keo, you are the first of your crew to awaken. Bar Intern, who is kind of like groggily blinking himself awake as well. You look around and you find yourself in a strange wooden room. It's a little hard to see here in the dark, but you look around, you feel yourself tied up by thick ropes. You look around the room and you can see the rest of your crew still unconscious on the ground, also tied up. Watching over you appears to be a large Triton man, built, beefy, and muscular. He appears to resemble a blowfish in the spikes that he has around his body. He looks down on you. Oh, you're... he at the absurdity of that question, and he thinks for a moment. A long time since I've probably around 350, 375-ish.
Nice. By the way, why am I tied up? Oh. Sorry folks, we've just lost our DM. She has disappeared. So,
Is everybody okay?
There she is.
Yes.
We lost her for a sec.
Okay. We need lost. Is it Jared as well?
nope.
I'm right here.
Nope.
Everyone's here from my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just you that just disappeared.
It was just me. Cool. I don't see a Jared.
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
He's here.
Is everything okay? Are we still
We're
still
still-
on stream? We're still
on
streaming?
stream. We're still
Okay.
streaming.
Cool. Just had to be sure. That was a fun little technical issue.
It wouldn't be the first episode of the season
I
without
can
it.
hear you, Jared.
Okay.
All kinds of technical issues. Cool. So, yeah. So this guy, 375.
By the way, I might my crew tied up.
Insurance. I didn't think it was necessary for the weak one. That's captain's orders.
Captain's orders. What crew are you a part of?
He opens his mouth to talk, and as he does, the next member of the crew awakens, which would be next. Our order would be Cookie. Cookie, you wake up and see your captain. Everyone around is tied up. Only Intern and the captain are awake. Everybody is all tied up in rope. And what looks like a blowfish Triton is standing above you, having a conversation with your captain.
I hope I'm not intruding. Why am I tied up?
I'm trying to find out the same thing, Cookie.
Okay, well,
I must be the
Maybe
I'm
try
gonna
again.
refresh. I'm gonna refresh
Oh.
real quick. You will have it while I'm gone.
All right, let's metagame.
All right, let's
should I
have fun.
try to refresh as well,
All right.
or
So let's
Get us out of
take
here.
this guy down. Nah,
try to
Everything's-
refresh his
There we
page?
go.
Everything's going down.
Now I've got everybody back.
Okay,
Hello.
everything's working now.
Hey, it's the first episode of a new season. You're gonna have some technical issues, so you get used to your new tech. This is Clayton's first time doing production. I think he's doing a bang up job. All
You're
things
doing real
considered.
good.
Doing a good job. So thank you, Clayton. Anyway, so Cookie, you wake up and cool. You heard all of the things that I was saying. I just didn't hear your response. Let's get that one more time for my sake.
Oh, I hate to interrupt your guys', I'm sure, important conversation. Why am I tied up?
Yeah, I'm trying
Insurance.
to figure out the same thing.
You're in, like, for your boat, like if it gets damaged, you can have someone pay like a small part for the road or something.
You kind of stressed.
Oh, all right, Captain. I'll leave you to it. I'll just sit here, I guess.
Can you let out, please?
No.
Pretty please with cherries on top.
Make a persuasion check.
they say it loud.
What is this?
How does an 18 sound?
No.
Captain, that wasn't going to work anyway. You don't even have any cherries on board.
Don't tell him that.
I mean, I just want to be honest.
It's okay. We already knew.
Oh.
Where's our ship? Sorry, where's my ship?
Where are we? Where
Yeah.
are we, Captain?
Yeah, I guess I forgot that question. Yeah, where are we?
Same place all of us are. Eaten.
Oh God. My repentance for my entire life has now finally come full circle. I have become the food.
Food. Wait.
I can assure you don't want to eat us. We're not very tasty. I don't really know what your diet consists of, but I'm sure I can make you a nice, healthy alternative.
That seems kind of racist.
I mean, everyone's got different cuisines and specialties and favorites. I wasn't trying to be.
So you
I was
think
trying
I
to
eat
slight you.
people?
I
You
mean,
think
I don't
that-
know.
You
said
think I
that.
eat sentient beings?
You said you're here. We're all here to be eaten. Am I misunderstanding that? My
Oh,
apologies.
you have already been eaten. I am not going to eat. Why would you even think that?
You know, you haven't like told us much of anything. You're asking questions. To figure out stuff.
I remember I got like a chunk bit out of me by like little fish people, so I don't know where I am.
Cool. Vincent, you wake up to all of this noise. As
Okay.
Cookie and the captain are having a conversation with this motherfish right man.
Vincent snaps away, and it's immediately then realizes he's tied up. Says, "Where are we? What's going on?
Yeah,
Who
we're
are you?"
good.
He points at this person.
This guy say anything.
Yeah, but
That's not true. I've been saying a lot of things.
Don't worry, we're not going to eat this individual. Apparently, we've already been eaten, and that's
Wait.
where we are in the city or town of Eaton.
No,
by
that's
what
not the
exactly?
name of the town.
Oh, gosh, I'm just not getting this at all.
Me either.
really simple. You got. I'm not eating you.
Has an increasingly worried look on his face, and he then tries to calm himself and sits and contemplates in silence. And I'm going to use my class features to see if my prey is nearby. So that'll take about a minute. So you guys keep talking.
So you spend about a minute kind of just meditating on thinking about the entire situation. Cool. Yeah, you are checking if prey is nearby. I'm going to say as this conversation is going on, Azure wakes up as well. You see Vince kind of meditating over in the corner. He and are trying to have a conversation with this guy. You see Intern kind of bound up in a corner as well. Everybody's all tied up.
I feel like I'm the last one awake, so I'm not going to ask the same questions everyone else has. Because I feel like that'd be ridiculous. Where are we?
All right, so we're not in the city town of Eaton. This fine, distinguished individual is not going to eat it, but we've already been eaten.
We've been eaten.
Yeah, that's where we currently are. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're tied
I'm aware.
This guy can bench 350 or like 350.
Oh, dang. That's impressive.
375-ish. Somewhere in the range.
Hey, can we hit the gym sometime together, bro? Teach me your secrets?
It's hard to get them when you're eating.
I'm still feeling that is named Eden.
Oh. Already established that. In a risk of sounding even more stupid, what ate us?
The Leviathan.
What?
Huh?
What?
The Leviathan.
What's that?
Vince immediately stops concentrating and he says, "I knew it. It was a weird feeling. It's not be eaten by the Leviathan."
You know where we were the whole time? You didn't say nothing?
No, I just found it just when you were. I was concentrating. I can find out where my favorite enemy is.
Yeah, you get a sense is all around you in every single direction. You are definitely inside the Leviathan.
Oh, jeez. That is not what was supposed to happen. Untie me. I need to get out of here. I don't. Where's my spear? Vince is getting.
He's guy summoning your spear. Cool. Now conscious, you summon your spear. Immediately it cuts through your bonds as it materializes and you stand up, spear in hand.
Who's closest to me? I'll try to cut them loose before the fish guy can react.
Cool. I'm gonna say Azure is closest to you.
All right. Azure, try to cut it loose.
Can I do a strength? Try to break my.
Just like
Good. You know what? Sure. Chris, go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw or a strength, or we'll make it athletic. And then Trevor, make me an attack roll and try to do better than Cookie did.
Good luck. Ropes are tough.
Athletics. Okay. All right. Come on. This is gonna be so.
I could fail.
Please don't.
Hit. Work.
Well,
You're not hitting anything. No, you struggle against the rope.
I can't hit a rope.
I'm telling you, they're pretty.
It's working here. So you go just like slash to get him open. Instead, you end up impaling your harpoon into the wood next to Azure, who looks up at you, presumably where nearby impact.
Sorry. Let me try that again.
Aim was better.
Are we in combat right now, or can I just try that again?
Wait, you're not supposed to be free. I'm supposed to wait. Adrian can talk to you.
There's Adrian.
Adrian. Adrian, that's one of the one of
You want to make me
the
a
main
history
pirates.
check?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I mean, you kind of know as a character. We'll go ahead and have you make a history check as well to see if you are putting together.
I got 14.
14. I'm going to say that, given your knowledge, that's probably enough. So you recognize Adrian as the name of one of the 4 lords of the sea.
Wait, so Adrian's in here too?
Yeah, one of the 4 pirate lords, Adrian.
Oh, if you could just let Adrian know that that Vince of the Azure Pirates is here, maybe we wouldn't be all tied up.
Make me a persuasion check.
Not my forte. That's a 2.
Ooh.
See this insignia? Recognize it?
It's a little bit hard to see in the dark.
I mean, like, or what Vince said to try and get.
You want
Yeah.
you want to give him a help action and basically turn that into
Yeah.
advantage to let him roll again?
Be like,
Yeah. About that.
Azure will just follow
What he's trying to say is,
yeah, he's just, I'm sure, Vince, if you just go and talk to this Adrian and Vince is here, it'll totally come help and we can all be let loose and everything will be just fine.
Can I try to flex
Ooh.
out of my ropes again?
no, not yet.
Darn it.
Vince, go ahead and roll me another persuasion.
I actually that first 20 give me the base roll on the 13.
13.
I could find it if you want, but
I would say roll again because if that's the case, then you would know what the result of your advantage was every time you rolled because you're not
That's
toggling your advantage. So you're rolling one more time.
persuasion, that's a 14.
14, cool. He thinks about it for a moment.
Astrum. Oh, your captain was a friend.
Yes, we traded. We assisted each other. We kind of had an alliance. I didn't know you guys were in here too. That's
Oh.
crazy.
Well, we didn't want to be here. But my condolences to you.
Thank you. Very kind of you. Now, if you could take us to Adrian and also if our ship's even attacked, this is all very foreign concept to being eaten, as you put it.
Oh yes, I can do that for you. Here.
He helps everybody. He doesn't take off any bindings, or no, actually, yeah, he does untie them, trusting your word as one of the Astrum pirates to get everyone untied. And
Don't do anything. Just we'll follow him. Play cool.
And he leads you out of what you thought was basically just a wooden shack, and it is. But it appears to be basically riveted into the side of a mountain of flesh. You look down, you can see water sloshing below. You see that it's almost an entire town has been built into the side of this creature that you.
Welcome to Gut Wrench.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah, you can see where basically metallic plates have been filled with some sort of strange white goo that appears to be burning in them as you follow along with this Triton fishman behind him walking through the town. You can see other members of this town doing their best to keep things together. You see some of them making repairs, some of them just, taking a moment to cope with the situation that they found themselves in. You notice a lot of them are Triton. That is to say, they are very fish-like people, often taking on the traits of different aquatic creatures. you continue down to what appears to be a makeshift dock, judging by the pieces of it. It was thrown together in a hurry. Sitting at the edge of the dock is your battered ship.
I kind of like run over. Oh, baby. Doing like a check. Can I do like an investigation check to see what's damaged?
I will let you actually your proficiency with your shipwrights tools.
Ooh. Okay. So
I will let you use that proficiency and then your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So I get a +1. Okay. So I just get a +1. I'm just gonna do that. So 12.
So, looking over the ship, you can tell that she was definitely damaged by the fall. You can see places where people have done what looks like rushed kind of patchwork jobs trying to put it together. As you look over the ship, the main sail is completely gone. Like you can tell that the ropes that were holding on have been torn away. God knows where it was. You look up from the dock up at the helm, and you can see that the wheel has just torn away, completely missing. Miraculously, the ballista seemed to be intact, as well as the catapult. Although a lot of ammunition have been lost in the fall, as it was just sitting out on the deck. And finally, you go through the back of the ship, and the rudder has just been completely torn off. You would have to replace the screws that you had holding in place. This is going to be impossible to steer.
Okay. I have to check one more thing. Can I go in the captain's quarters and check my collection of cats?
So as you prepare to start walking the ship, you feel a hand come over onto your shoulder.
I turn to them, whoever it is.
Yeah, turn to them. And you see a massive figure standing over you, maybe twice your height. Looking a lot like a tiger shark. You see Adrian Whitman, one of the four lords, standing by you. She gives you a toothy grin. Worried about your shit?
Yeah, I gotta figure out what to say. Yeah. What's it to you?
I'm sorry. Sorry for laughing.
Well, hold on a sec.
And then yeah, what's it to
Yeah.
you? That's
Okay.
yeah, what's it to you? See, I don't sound badass anymore. Laughing.
Yeah. You feel her grip tighten a little bit on your shoulder. This is the first boat we've had down for quite a while. It is of interest to me. And some stubborn shipwright is not going to endanger that.
What about a shipwright and his crew? I'll step forward.
Cool. But she turns to face you all, and her face lights up in recognition upon seeing Vincent.
Can I like shove her hand off my shoulder?
Make me an athletic.
19.
19. Cool. This is going to be a Yes, athletics check. You can go ahead and
She is holding on.
She is keeping. She is to keep you put. She rolls a 5, so you do manage to like shrug her off.
And I'm no shipwright. I'm the captain.
She looks over at you, and she looks over at Vincent. Oh, that was a good one. Vincent, this guy says he's the captain.
Yeah, that would be correct. Actually, Adrian, they pulled me in from the sea. My ship and crew are missing. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything in regards to our trash issue, because the Leviathan destroyed my crew and ship.
The Leviathan took many of our ships. She gestures over. This is all that's left of my crew.
Well, sorry to
We
hear
were
that,
a little
Adrian.
luckier than some, but I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
We have a few survivors, but no one from your crew.
All right. Thank you. If you hear anything, please let me know. Appreciate it.
I will.
You know, they were kind of like family, as you know. So it's tough. Right. Anyways, if you could have just a little bit of respect for my new captain here. He is, as he says, the captain of our crew.
Well, yeah, she looks down at you. Oh, okay. We'll treat you with a bit more respect. She kind of, gives you a slap on the back. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
14.
14. Cool. You manage to stay standing as you feel your entire body rock forward from the force of the friendly slap. This woman is powerful. You know that just from the way she has gripped your shoulder and slapped you on the back. Well, a good young rookie. Bit unfortunate your journey had to end here.
I have a question. How much do you bench?
Probably about 410, 410-ish, 415. It's hard to tell. We don't have a gym down here.
Adrian, all you could do is 410. I've seen you like sunder entire ships with one.
I don't want to ruin the boy's confidence.
Right.
Oh,
And also, I used a little magic to help, so that doesn't necessarily count.
you're strong. I like you.
I think I like you too, kid. I like your spunk. More importantly, I like your ship. It's the first one we've seen in a long time that wasn't shattered when it was swallowed.
Well, I kind of built it from scratch. Well, not scratch, but from a shell.
Looks familiar somehow. I'm sure it's nothing. If you rebuilt it yourself, can't possibly be.
I do have a couple questions though. Who did all patchwork?
Oh, you're gonna want to ask Grimsley.
Okay, well he did a tear up.
To be fair, we don't have a ship right down here. Most of the folks who were able to survive are warriors. Suppose there's that one guy who's doing the tailoring. But, not a lot of tailoring to do down here.
Listen, I'm assuming you want to get out of here. I do too. I don't want to be in here.
How exactly do you propose to out. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts, this isn't repairable. We need a sail. Yours has been snatched clean off. Helm's completely gone. Rudder is in tatters.
Can I do like some sort of check to like think of like ways to like fix it?
Sure, we can go ahead and use your shipwright tools and intelligence one more time. Actually, I think I'll let you use wisdom if you'd like to, if that would be higher.
Oh my gosh, yes. My intelligence is a -1, so so 1d20 plus 4. That is a 6.
16. Cool. You look at the way that your ship was damaged. You look at the parts and pieces. You know this ship. This is your baby. You built her from the ground up. You and the intern. And you start realizing that, wait a minute, the parts weren't shattered. You think they might have just been lost. There's a possibility they could still be out there in one piece.
One Piece.
No, we're not doing this. Different world. Different world.
You know, looking at all the pieces, this ship is still repairable. Looking at these damage marks, and I bring intern over, and if you work at this as well, intern.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I think this was just snapped off.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we still need to get a screw replacement. I'm not sure where we'd find that, but we could still potentially maybe put the rudder back on. The helm might be a little bit more difficult as a specialist piece. We'd have to go find the helm itself. But
the mast is what I'm kind of worried about right now, just because of the size of it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be easier if the ladder had been cut off, but I suppose I could try sticking those back together.
That was the weirdest thing. It just fell right off the mast. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't understand, sir, why that happened, but I can do my best to patch it up, sir. Sir, I didn't. I don't have a sharp implement on me, not since the knife incident.
And for good reason.
So much blood.
Okay, you only nick yourself once on accident. I just can't imagine a finger to bleed that much. That's crazy. You got good circulation.
All the way through the finger, sir.
You still have the stub? No.
I didn't lose a finger, sir.
It took 10 good berries to help with that one.
Anyways,
You're a bunch of characters, aren't you?
Adrian, I have a question.
Shoot.
When you said at the end, how long? What do you mean? Like, surely there's a way out. It's not like you've been stuck here forever, right?
Believe me, we've made escape attempts. We've tried swimming, we've tried building makeshift rafts. We just can't put anything concrete enough together. A lot of bodies got dashed upon the rocks in desperation, or I suppose those aren't really rocks, rather teeth. Razor sharp as well. Not to mention the only time this thing opens its mouth is when it surfaces. If it were to open its mouth now, we could be thousands of leagues under the sea. The ocean pressure would even crush a Triton.
But you didn't have a ship before, right? When you tried to escape.
No,
So now there's a chance.
this is the most hope we've had in a long time.
So
it's cause for celebration.
Yeah. Sounds like we should all work together, considering we're all in the same situation. So with your resources and our ship, we can all look for these components captain that you say exists might have a chance. We all leave together.
Tell me what you're looking for. And she'll kind of lean down over as you start discussing the kind of parts that you'll need. You all look a little battered from your fall, so why don't you go ahead, get some rest? Budge here will show you to your quarters. I hope you don't mind if they were a little used.
Do we still have all of our equipment still? Like, do I still have my sword and my hat?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have retained all of your equipment.
Okay.
Your hat has miraculously stayed upon your head.
Sweet. Just making sure everyone else has like their equipment and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we go, can Azure go onto the ship and grab all of his notes from his quarters?
Yeah.
He's
Feel
not
free to
leaving
grab
without those.
whatever you need from the ship that you can. The whole place has been thrown into disarray. The food is gone. Just completely gone.
Excuse me, miss, where the heck's all the food?
Oh, well, we've been eating nothing but good berries for almost a year now.
Oh, heavens
So-
no. I mean,
So,
I did prepare those dishes specifically in combativeness of the good berry diet. I'd be more than happy to properly prepare those dishes if you would let me.
certainly, we've staffed food. And she directs you to where the food has been staffed and orders Pudge to take you there as well.
Thank you kindly.
So
I need
you
to-
all
I
grab
need to
whatever
check-
you need from the ship.
I need to check my cat collection.
They've been tossed around, but they seem to be in one piece for
Yes. Okay. I just reorganized it real quick and then hide it.
now. Cool.
Hide it again.
Cool. So you all go ahead and gain the benefits of a long rest. Cookie, if you're going to do any cooking, now is your opportunity.
I'm a cook.
Let's cook.
Let me cook.
He's cooking.
Let him cook.
He's
What
cooking.
kind of ingredients do I got available? I think I'm gonna make a nice porridge. I got some seasonings here. I'm gonna do a little dash of cinnamon, a little star of anise, and the real kicker is a dash of cumin. The spice itself really awakens the other spices. So it'll be a nice savory dish. Get you all warm in the belly. I'll get to making that right now.
Go for it.
When do I got to roll for this?
This is going to be your cooking tools proficiency. And we're going to say this is probably either wisdom or intelligence based.
All right. Wisdom or intelligence. I'll take the wisdom.
Do
We just
you have
roll a
expertise?
wisdom check then? I do. But
So
I, for some
1d20
reason, have it in sleight of hand.
1d20 plus your expertise plus your wisdom or intelligence modifier.
All right. Let's just roll me a d20 then. Boot. Oh, Lord have mercy.
That one. Oh dear.
No.
I
Sounds like
can't-
good berry's getting better and better.
You
I
want to
can't
use
seem to recall I can't seem to recall my recipe right now.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
This is pretty important to me as an individual. I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, go ahead and spend your inspiration.
To clarify, do we all have inspiration?
Yeah, you all start with inspiration.
All right.
Cool,
So
that's
what were the bonuses again, Joan?
You get +4 for your proficiency bonus plus expertise. And then you get either your wisdom or intelligence modifier.
2 20 24.
24. Yeah, this is some darn good cooking. It might be porridge, it might be simple. Um, but you start ladling up this porridge. You take a sip of it. It makes you feel warm. There is a warmth in your gut that the good berry really does not provide. Um, and you
Oh, I know.
start passing out this porridge to these poor folks who are having the first real food that they've had in a long, long time. They are incredibly grateful. You've earned a lot of favor with the people of Gut Wrench.
Yeah, the real trick is to wait until the wheat cracks open, and at that point, it just becomes so tender, it just slides right down your gullet. Mm. A lot better than those berries, I'd say, personally, but that's just me.
In the back of your head, you hear a voice. Not bad. Could be a little better, maybe a bit more salt.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
Yes, perhaps a bit too much cumin. You've over-seasoned the dish.
It's absolutely good, 100%. I'm nervous. I've never been in this environment before, to be honest with you, but, it's all right. Do you think, have you ever heard of the Leviathan before?
Oh, the Leviathan, yes, we've heard a lot. Lots of folks come down here after getting eaten by it. Swallowed, dissolved, consumed. Wonderful, wonderful stuff they produce.
I was about to say, do you think there's anything noteworthy around?
There's a possibility. I wouldn't mind trading it.
I'll keep an eye out. As always, thank you. I will continue to study in your tutelage, if I may be so favorited.
Perfect. And the voice goes quiet in your head.
Man, this stuff really does kick. I really did outdo myself here. Damn.
Cool.
Cooking is always wonderful.
Can Vincent, can I roll something to see how good the food is, in my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Roll.
What would I roll?
What would this
Roll
be?
for taste buds.
We're gonna call
Roll for
we're
taste.
gonna call this insight.
Okay. Got him.
You don't like it at all, bro.
You have eaten so many good berries that you don't even understand what taste is. Like you just shovel food in your mouth because it's food, right? It's nourishing. That's all it needs to be. It doesn't need to be healthy or good for you or anything like this. Everything just kind of tastes like ash to you at this point.
Maybe I should see a doctor about the fact that everything tastes like good berries at this point. Maybe there's a problem with eating nothing but good berries for about 30 days at sea. Yeah.
You barely even touched your porridge.
Yeah, it just kind of tastes like nothing. Nothing against you, but
Well,
I think there's a problem
yeah.
with my mouth.
I was about to
Maybe
say.
it needs more salt.
I don't think so. I think it's good as is, considering everyone here enjoys it, but ew.
What was the shark's name again?
Adrian. Her name is Adrian.
All right, Vince, you can eat that.
No, you can have it.
All right. Hey, Adrian, I'll arm wrestle you for this porridge.
You're on. Cool. And the two of you settle into arm wrestle. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
All right, come on, porridge.
Oh, Captain, this isn't gonna aid you like physically at all. It's just for
I got a 13.
She's gonna go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh. I am not.
Yeah,
The modifier.
I'm not showing up the modifier
I'm
yet.
not getting that
Um,
porridge.
I will say that, yeah, she absolutely just casually slams down your arm on the table. It's one of first times you've ever been overpowered by another person. This is a Lord of the Sea. She knows what she's doing. She has the muscle to back that title up.
KO's just like astonished. He's like looking at his hand. He's like, oh.
It's a sucker's bag. She's up and the entire bowl of porridge into her mouth. You see a quick flicker of her tongue, and it's gone.
Hey, Azure, this is supposed to taste good, right?
My compliments to the
Yes,
chef.
it tastes delicious.
Oh, okay. I think something might be wrong with me. Can you take a look?
Yeah, I do
Okay,
that.
we'll do that later.
I guess we'll do that later.
Bigger fish to fry right now. Look at Adrian. No pun intended at all.
None taken.
Oh, that's how you fight for my porridge. Just wait till I cook something actually delicious.
I mean, I love a good fish fry as much as anyone else does.
Duly noted. Interesting. Our captain here is also a fan of fish.
I knew I liked her. Something about her.
I didn't
Captain, how's your arm? Is it supposed to look like that?
duration.
Oh. Yeah, she's really strong.
Cool. Azure, as all of this is going on, what are you up to?
I think Azure's probably gonna be like pretty deep in his storybook, just trying to see if his god ever faced something like this. He knows it front to back, but it's more like just like combing through to see if he can gain any kind of idea of what to do next.
Cool. Roll me a religion check.
Cool. Ten.
10. Cool. As you're sitting here within the stagnant air of gut wrench in the belly of the Leviathan, strangely enough, you feel a light breeze.
Oh, that's interesting. Azure's probably gonna get up and try to wander and see if he can find the
Cool.
where it's coming from.
Yeah, you wander through Gut Wrench, leaving the rest of your crew behind, exploring through those passages. You come across a tiefling who is sort of sitting next to this big wall that has been constructed out of just driftwood. Stuck up to the wall appear to be various Jolly Rogers. Stylized look like different crews. You're not much of a pirate, so you don't recognize any of them. But there are several hung up there. The old is sitting in sort of a stool in front of them. Can I help you?
What is this? Like little, I would almost say a shrine.
A shrine is not too far away it is, but perhaps it would be better to call it a graveyard. Yes. And I'm Rae. Pleasure to meet you.
Don't you? Your name
I'm Horus.
is this on the Leviathan's eaten?
Unfortunately, yes. There. I try to track down every crew that falls down here. I try to track down their flag.
Oh,
Flag is a pirate's pride, after all.
yes. So I've been told. Can Azure try to touch one of the flags to see if anything happens?
Cool. Are you going to just
Yeah,
pick a flag at random?
Yeah. I don't.
Cool.
He doesn't know anything.
Roll me a d20. Just a random. You roll me a random d20 roll.
Yeah. Flash R. I say it out. 16.
16. Cool. I say that you put your hands on one of these. You don't see the flag fluttering in the breeze, floating over a ship. As they come upon a merchant vessel off in the distance, you see the sky beginning to darken around them as the crew below scrambles to ready positions. Seas swirling, the jaws come up, and the darkness. You hear the screams and the crunching and shattering of wood and bone, and then you're back to the present.
Behind death, indeed.
It is a cruel fate to have to be able to, and again, and again.
How long have you been here?
Yeah. Yes. I am the longest surviving member of Gut Ranch. Most of them give up after a while and try to escape. None have succeeded that I know of, or perhaps there would be more word of us, I assume. But if you're still asking these questions, there is no hope yet.
Well, though.
Yes,
Maybe
that is
there's-
quite good. I do like this ship. I would like to see more of this ship. Perhaps a functioning ship would be nice.
We'll get there in time. Well, have a good rest of the night, I suppose. And Azure's gonna go back.
Cool. You return to the group and you all have a great long rest. You all fully heal your hit points. The food that you've got from Cookie Great is helping you keep your body healthy. The people around you are definitely made hale and heartier by the food. You regain all of your spell slots, all of your healing, and you all take a long rest. It's hard to tell whether it's day or night within the Leviathan. The only light you have to go by are the makeshift torches burning some sort of white goo, around the village. The only source of light, the only source of heat. A fellow arrives at your door. Ah, good. This must be the place. I have good news for you.
Who are you?
Oh, I am Grimsley. I am, I think second in command at this point, right?
Captain, I think this is the one that tried to help repair the ship.
You
Oh,
do
yeah.
repairs?
Yeah, I tried doing the repairs. I'm sorry, I'm not, this isn't my usual job. My usual job is information. And eating things.
I can make you food.
Information?
Okay, hang on. Time out. You did a really bad job on the ship, but you have information, so I guess I can't beat you up till I get the information out. Okay. I have several questions. How much do you know of the Leviathan? Landscape-wise.
As close as we can to getting it mapped out. Obviously there's a lot of places we don't go because it's basically instant death. If you walk into it, we've seen a lot of people get melted, and crushed, and burned, and disintegrated, and vaporized. If you want to subject yourself to that stuff, that's all but we usually just keep a distance. But
Do you have a map?
Sorry, this voice is killer on my throat. Oh,
I can imagine.
yes, we do in fact have an idea as to where some of your things are. Allow me to show you. Reaches down, pulls out what looks like parchment, like a map. It looks like your map has just been scribbled over. Draw out a rough outline of the Leviathan's body. So we've been looking for the various parts of your ship. Adrian sent me out to do a scouting party. We did the best we could. We have an idea as to where the different parts might be. We think your helm probably fell somewhere down into the second stomach. Hopefully it didn't fall into the acid and get melted. There's still some hope there. We saw the sail pass on through the blood veins, through the capillaries. So, it's, based on where it was heading, probably check. Down around here, it kind of circles an area that appears to be sort of like a bone structure, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like you'd be walking into the marrow if you were to go into there. And then we also saw some parts of the rudder being carried over here, and it circles what is marked on the beast as its heart. And well, I mean, you couldn't go into the chamber, but you got a flag, right? Or you had a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got no look out there, but it's a brain.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's not really necessary to make the ship go, so we weren't too worried. We
yes,
just had
it
a little
is.
extra time, so so I'd recommend focusing on the more practical stuff first before you worry about your pride. But hey, you have a way forward.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
so like on the map, what's like the close? So like I'm assuming the brain's the farthest thing, correct?
The brain is easily the furthest thing from where
Okay.
you are.
So what's closest to farthest?
Closest
for
to
pieces?
farthest would be the second stomach, the heart, and the marrow.
Okay. So I would say it's best if we do one piece at a time. So
One piece.
That's gonna happen every time those two words are uttered.
Just when it's comical.
So I want to focus on getting these pieces ASAP. So first, we're going to start at the closest piece, which is the second stomach. From there, we'll bring it back, repair the ship, do what repairs we can, and then we'll go out and get this piece, and then bust, and then finally fly.
Got
Sounds
it.
like a good plan, Captain. But Grimsley, I have a question for you as well.
Oh,
Has
sure
anyone
thing.
tried killing this thing?
I mean, like, that was the first thing the captain did, tried stabbing her way through the wall. Darn thing regenerates. Here, look. The reaches over to the wall, pulled out a dagger and basically like cuts off a slab of meat. And almost immediately the meat starts regrowing in a bubbling mass, restoring itself.
Gross.
Yeah,
Same thing with like the brain or the heart. You stab it, it just regrows. Doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, we've never gotten close enough to either of those to consider stabbing them. I mean, like, one of them is surrounded by soldiers, and the other is lightning everywhere. I mean, most folks get killed before they get to those areas. I guess suppose you could try.
Coulda.
Okay. So I would say for now. So have we taken, like I guess timeline wise, have we taken our long rest yet? Or
Yeah, you've taken your long
we
rest.
did.
Okay.
They
So
were scouting during the long rest.
okay. So let us maybe we should head into town first, see if we can't get any supplies that we may need on the trip, and then from there go to sound good to everyone?
I might have a simple request. Obviously, the muscle that you just cut off regenerated. Is there any like deposits of fatty tissue by chance anywhere nearby, like blubber or something?
Yeah, cut it off and just use it to eat.
Yeah, you don't want to eat this, trust me.
Oh, it's for eating. I had other intentions for it.
I mean, if you're talking about like fat and stuff, I mean, that's basically what we use for all the candles and stuff. We call it gut slop.
Gut slop.
And they take the flesh and give it a squeeze, and some of the white goo just kind of splatters out onto the crowd. Yeah, it's gut slop. It burns nicely. I wouldn't recommend eating it. It'll make you sick, but
Can I have like just 2 flasks of that, please?
help yourself. It's all over the floor now.
Thanks. I'll mop it up.
Ew.
Put it in some flasks.
Wait, it's
4 flasks to be specific.
Wait, it's intern time to shine. Hey, intern, bombed up.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
Captain, I'm already doing it. There's no need.
But he's got a mop.
Don't need to make intern do it.
He's got a mop
Don't
though.
ruin
I'll
Inter's
do
mop.
it, sir. This is
Oh, no,
this is my time to shine.
I just
Intern,
needed
don't
it
do
in
it.
here. Intern, don't you worry. I got it all taken care of.
Can 3 of us override the command?
I think 3 of us can.
Mutiny.
You consider this mutiny, Captain.
Okay,
Makes it-
let's
makes
go
you
get
think about-
supplies.
Cool.
Whatever supplies we'll need to get down to the second stomach.
Cool. And with that, I think I am going to end our campaign for the day and today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you to our players who have been wonderful. Thank you to Clayton, who has been running the production. Big thank you to Percy, who drew all the art for us
Oh,
today. For all the major characters in our campaign. I guess, and with that, I'm going to end today's session. We will see you next time on Lost in Leviathan, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Don't forget it, 7 o'clock Sundays.
7 o'clock.
We'll see you
Mountain
next
time.
week. Mountain
7
time.
o'clock
It is
mountain time.
7 o'clock mountain time. Thank you for catching me there.
I'll be
7
here.
o'clock mountain
They'll be
time
here.
next
Joan will be
week.
here.
We'll all be here. It'll be a
I
great
mean, I'll be here
And
as
guess
well.
what? You'll
know.
be there. because
Have a
you guys
good
are-
night, everybody.
Sorry for any
Bye, y'all.
It's our first time. I wonder how long we're gonna have.